Ukrainian drone footage captures a Russian soldier lying in the grass, looking upward while using his radio. Moments later, aerial observation intensifies nearby, bringing the tense battlefield situation to a controlled conclusion under continued monitoring. The next situation unfolds in an abandoned urban ruin, where a Ukrainian drone flies low toward a damaged building and detects a Russian soldier standing beside the wall. The aircraft closes in rapidly. Alarmed, he presses himself tighter against the concrete, then crouches beneath a balcony as the pressure increases. But the drone is too close, leaving no opportunity to evade. A drone observes a Russian base in Bahanka as an Lyman-guided rocket begins its trajectory. The engage approaches low and steady, directed at the position. The outcome for personnel inside the structure remains unclear. A Russian soldier sitting in the open in Donetsk was observed and engaged by a Ukrainian FPV drone, highlighting the reach and accuracy of modern drone operations. An African mercenary, who had joined Russian forces and was involved in combat operations, was neutralized by Ukrainian defenders. A Russian soldier attempting to move away from one Ukrainian drone was observed and engaged by another, demonstrating the coordinated capability of UAV operations. Next, Lyman is back in action, this time at night. Once darkness falls, drones equipped with thermal imaging cameras spring into action. In this sequence, the focus is on vehicles in the Lyman area: a car, a motorcycle, and a truck, along with a specialized weapon system, the SAP. The encounter unfolds in a deserted suburb near July-Ipol, where a Ukrainian drone flies low along a dirt road and suddenly spots a lone Russian soldier moving ahead. The aircraft accelerates. Hearing the growing buzz, the soldier raises his rifle and assumes a defensive stance. The drone sweeps past him, then quickly circles back, responding immediately. He lifts the rifle again, but the aircraft has already closed the distance, bringing the tense sequence to a controlled conclusion under steady aerial observation. Near a sparse forest edge, a Ukrainian drone scans above the treetops and detects suspicious movement below. It descends immediately, dropping to near ground level and weaving carefully between bare trunks as it advances. The aircraft spots a Russian soldier concealed behind a tree. Sensing danger, he turns and moves quickly. The drone follows closely from behind. After a short dash, he stops at another trunk, notices the aircraft still nearby, and moves again. He navigates between the trees, attempting to use the narrow gaps and obstacles to evade while the drone hovers nearby, waiting for a better angle. Fatigue slows him at last. He presses behind another tree and reacts suddenly. But the aircraft is already near, maintaining pressure and control over the situation. This footage, compiled by Ukraine's Signum drone unit, brings together multiple successful interdictions deep within forested terrain. The engage include ATVs, pickup trucks, motorcycles, and even ground robots moving alone beneath heavy tree cover. Yet the pattern remains consistent. Ukrainian operators detect movement early, track it through narrow woodland paths, and respond with carefully timed drone coordination. The forest, dense and seemingly protective, becomes a monitored corridor under constant aerial observation. Rather than showing one isolated incident, the sequence illustrates a broader tactical method, reducing mobility, disrupting resupply, and limiting small-scale advances before they can gain momentum. In this environment, even light vehicles and unmanned platforms struggle to move freely once overhead surveillance is in place. Motorcycles are the Russian army's preferred tool for rapid maneuvering on the front lines. They are inexpensive, agile, and capable of traversing terrain where other vehicles would get stuck. It is on these motorcycles that personnel launch surprise movements, racing up, dismounting quickly, and then disappearing. Today, the Signum Battalion significantly reduced this fleet. Along with the motorcycles, the infantry that arrived on them were unable to gain any advantage. Drones are faster. Near a forest path in the Zaporizhzhia direction, a Ukrainian drone identifies two Russian soldiers pushing supply carts along a narrow trail. As the engine noise echoes through the trees, both abandon the carts and run in opposite directions. One stumbles, regains his footing, and dives into a nearby shelter for cover. The drone hovers briefly over the unattended cargo, confirms the target, and releases ammunition. The cart ignites, sending thick smoke upward as the drone maintains steady observation. Moments later, another munition is released onto ammunition crates left exposed along the roadside, disrupting further resupply under controlled aerial surveillance. A Ukrainian FPV drone tracked Russian personnel in a rapid operation. Two Russian servicemen were inside a vehicle and, noticing the approaching drone, attempted to respond, but accuracy was limited while moving. At the last moment, both exited the vehicle before the drone successfully engaged the exposed position. Ukrainian drone operators from the 3rd Assault Unit conducted engagements against a series of Russian ATVs and other vehicles in the Lyman direction. These striking shots were captured once again by Ukrainian Signum pilots against the backdrop of a beautiful sunset. The UAVs are operating against enemy infantry, as seen in high-quality footage. The Ukrainian unit of the Ronins. On March 16, 2026, the pilots detected a significant concentration of military equipment in the Zaporizhzhia area. The Russian forces attempted to camouflage it, but it was ineffective. The UAV operators identified each piece individually and conducted precise engagement.